What up? What up, Black Suburban Dad here. And today I'm going to talk just a little bit about Shannon Sharpe. And everybody knows the whole Shannon Sharpe story, so I'm not even going to get into it. And to be perfectly clear, I have not been following this story, so I don't know all the details. I've heard a little bit about it because it's hard for you to log on to any kind of social media site. Log on to YouTube. They're literally pushing this story in your face. Is it the biggest story of the year? Possibly, yes, but there still a lot of year left, so something else can come out. We can have a bombshell dropped on our heads, but we just don't even expect it. Look at me talking about Shannon Sharpe. I'm already getting stuttering and choking up already, if that made any sense. And I'm sitting up here looking at Elon do the NAZI salute. But yeah, I'm going to talk about how his situation could actually trickle down to the normal, average American, hard-working man. And trust me, you might not think so. You might say, oh, well, Shannon Sharpe's a millionaire. I'm not going to go. I've got $20 in the bank. I got $150 in the bank account. No girl's going to try to get me. No girl's going to try to sue me. Well, I'll tell you one thing. Don't underestimate yourself. Don't underestimate the power of these girls out here. I talked in my video yesterday how if you sit up there and you slight a girl, just say you pump and dump her. You get in those cheeks and you just leave her alone. If she has no other place to put her focus, just say she doesn't have a Chad, she don't have a Pookie, a Ray Ray to come in and be the cleanup guy because she's pissed off that you actually pumped and dumped her. If she doesn't have anywhere else to put her energy at or her attention, well, she can focus her energy and attention on you and take your ass down, okay? Take your ass down in a flaming ball of fire. So there's a couple different ways that the Shannon Sharpe situation could play into our normal everyday lives. It could definitely play into my normal everyday life, and I'm hoping that it doesn't. I would not wish this on anybody. But I think I've got 2 videos here, and I've got an email. And the email is going to tell you how, now this guy might not be the normal everyday American guy, but if you've seen him, I don't know what the guy looks like. I'm going to read the email. He'd probably just look like the normal average American guy. I don't think he's a guy that's super rich. He probably has money, but you're going to see the things, how he's living his life and how the dating market is going on out here. And all this ties in together. The dating market, how these younger women are moving, the fact that older guys definitely like younger girls and younger girls older guys like younger girls and younger girls definitely like older guys.
There are older men that like younger women.
Is that
there
true?
Are younger women that like older men.
Are you an older man that likes younger women?
I'm an older man that love all women.
Okay.
It's said from the mouth of Kells right there. So first off, we're going to get into this video, and I'm not going to get I'm not going to get into all the Shannon Sharpe details because, to be perfectly honest, I have not really been following this story. I can't log on to any social media site without this story literally being pushed and pumped into my face. So I've heard some details. Do I think that it's a money grab? Yes, absolutely. I think it's a money grab. But what can you do? What can you do? Maybe Shannon Sharpe was being just a little bit sloppy, because what I'm hearing is that he could have actually deaded this a while ago, because the girl was asking for, I think, right around $25K. And this is before the whole lawsuits and all these allegations got thrown out there. I heard that she was asking for right around $25K, and Shannon did not want to pay up. Well, I'm also hearing that he had been dealing with this girl for about 100 rounds of cheek clapping. Bow, 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 bow. Y'all some booty jams. Now, if you're a guy and you have money of Shannon Sharpe's stature, and she knows that he's a very popular guy. He's got the most popular podcast out there on YouTube besides Candace Owen and Joe Rogan. So she know that this guy has money. He has the $25K to put up. This is an OnlyFans girl, so I doubt that she's making $25K, even though she is a very good-looking girl. If you're Shannon Sharpe, an older man, and you're dealing with a girl like this, who could definitely turn into just a vulture out there, ready to scratch your face off, ready to dig her claws into your bank account, you have to know things like this. So if you have the money, well, just go ahead and pay up. Because look what it's costing you now. It's costing you hundreds of millions of dollars. You had $100 million deal put on the table, and I'm pretty sure that's been swept away. You had to step down from your job from ESPN. So there's monies from sponsors that you are not getting either. So that money has been swept away. Now you have your YouTube channel, and we're going to see what's going to happen with that. Maybe you might start to lose viewers. Maybe you might start to lose Chad Ochocinco, who's on the show with you. Maybe you might not have guests because people might not want to link themselves to you. The point of this is this could have all been wiped away, it seems like, if Shannon Sharpe would have paid this girl right around $25K. Now, Tiger Woods, he learned from this. Well, I don't think Tiger Woods learned, but Tiger Woods, he definitely got that work, because I heard that his girls, before he went through his divorce with his cheating allegations, I heard that the girls that he were dealing with were asking for right around $600 to $1,000, but Tiger Woods was being cheap and saying, nope, I'm not giving you any monies.
Nope.
Which is a mistake when Tiger Woods is obviously a millionaire. You could have broke these girls off just a little bit, enough to get their dog to the vet, enough to help pay their rent. If you're moving like that, you have money, you can't move sloppy. You're gonna have to pay these girls to keep them out of your personal life and to help you. And to keep them from self-destructing your personal and your business life. That was hard to get out. So anyway, I'm going to play this video. Everybody knows the details of the Shannon Sharpe story. So I'm not going to get into all those other details. But I'm going to play this right here, and let's get into it right now.
3 years after Shannon Sharpe's relationship with a 19-year-old for the lawsuit to emerge. After signing a secret document, Gabriela Zuniga saw her chance to get rich. Shannon Sharpe may be on the verge of losing everything. After being sued by 23-year-old Gabriela Zuniga, the former NFL star with a net worth of $23 million is now facing a $50 million compensation demand. Worse still, just like in 2010, Sharpe has once again lost his job due to a lawsuit. But after the case went public, some online users noticed strange details. Both parties confirmed that Sharpe and Gabriela were involved when she was just 19, and their relationship continued for years. That means she may have been collecting evidence all along. So why wait until now to sue? A few weeks ago, a news story may have revealed the answer. Just before the lawsuit, Sharpe's podcast deal was reportedly up for renewal. It was revealed he had received a historic offer worth $100 million from a major podcast.
So real quick, she was definitely collecting data, and I've said this a couple different times, man. If you're going to share some information with a girl, make sure that it's the information that you don't care about her using against you, because she's probably going to definitely use that information against you. If you tell her, oh, well, I did this when I was younger, and there's something bad that you probably shouldn't have told anybody else, you should have just took it to the grave with yourself. Well, just know that she has that information, and she can relaunch those missiles right back at your ass. Now, it seems like he's been dealing with this girl since she was 19. I guess she's 23 right now. And I'll give Shannon Sharpe praise real quick. I give him praise, but not praise for the reason that you think I'm going to give him praise. I give Shannon Sharpe praise because he definitely knows how to pick him. And I'm talking about body and looks-wise. That girl is a straight-up smoke show in my eyes. Now, some people might think, oh, you know, she's just a basic Becky. She doesn't look exotic or all crazy. Well, you know something, man? It's honest. It's hard to beat a basic-looking white woman that looks clean, and she looks like she smells good, and she has youth. And she's definitely in shape with a nice little booty on her.
Bow, 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 bow. Y'all some booty jams.
So it's going to be hard to beat that. The only girls that are going to really compete against people like that is a Latina girl from the ages of 18 to 23 and an Asian girl also from the age of 18 to 30. Asian girls, I pushed their age up a little bit longer, okay? But Latinas, get them right around the age of 23. If you go past that, well, it's up to you. She might turn into a big fat blueberry on you. But anyway, yeah, Shannon Sharpe is dealing with this girl, and you see what he's doing right now. He's dealing with a 19-year-old girl. I think Shannon Sharpe is 56 years old, and this email that I'm going to get into is going to show you that there's normal American guys out here doing the same exact thing. Now, you might not see it, that every average just married guy in a relationship, working at Subway, just doing normal stuff, going to your cubicle, punching in, doing your 8 hours, leaving work, taking the same exact route home, you're not going to see stuff like this going on. But like I said before, and I'll say it in every video, I'm outside, so I see these things.
Catch me outside. How about that? Huh? Catch me outside. How about that?
This is the life that I'm living that I talk about. Now, I don't want to say too much, and I'm definitely not going to be the focus of all my videos. But I will be able to interject and give my thoughts and put my pieces into these puzzles because I'm out here living these kind of lives, okay? I'm not just saying, I'm not just shooting from the hip. I'm shooting from experience.
Broadcast Network, the largest commercial deal ever signed by a retired athlete, setting a new standard for post-career success. Gabriela Zuniga saw that story.
He definitely knows how to pick them. I mean, this girl, she really is a smoke show.
And realized that with enough proof, she could become a multimillionaire overnight. No more adult content uploads just to survive. So she launched her lawsuit. No wonder.
So this thing isn't, like I said, I don't want to make this about Shannon Sharpe. Everybody knows the story. I really want to make this about how this could trickle and it could affect the everyday guy. Now, if you're a guy, just say you're a single guy, just say you're making right around $100,000 or even more. You're out there, you're being a single guy, you want to play the field. What you don't know is the way that this dating market is moving. Well, maybe you might start to see the way that this dating market is starting to move. Now, this dating market is starting to move monetized. You have girls out here saying, oh, can you give me monies? Can I have some monies? And for a little bit of monies, they'll give you the GFE. If you don't know what GFE is, that's girlfriend experience. And in return, you can get, in some instances, you can give her the BFE. Okay, if you got pull like that, if you're a Chad or a Pookie or a Ray Ray, but it's not really going to pertain to the average person. And the BFE is a boyfriend experience. So you give the girl a little bit of money, you can get the girlfriend experience. Now, maybe you're a guy out here that's on your hustle, you're on your grind, you want to play the field. But playing the field right now, it's not like playing the field back in it's not like it was playing the field back in 1992. 1992, all you had to do was have a dope ride, be dressed nice, maybe smell good, have your hair with the frosted tips or whatever hairstyle was in there. Maybe have the kid and play the high top fade. Nice car, maybe have a crib of your own, and the girl, she'll definitely come home with you and she want to be seen with you. But nowadays, girls are smartening up. Girls are figuring out, hey, if I'm going to let this guy inside my body, and girls are recognizing that that is the ultimate goal. That's what guys want. Guys definitely want to be inside that girl's body. If I'm going to let him inside my body, how about I do this? Let's just speed this up. Let's just get rid of the dinners, get rid of the dates, get rid of the movie dates. Let's not go have drinks. How about we make a deal and you get to clap these cheeks?
Bow, 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 bow. Y'all some booty jams.
Now, that might seem strange to a lot of people, but that's the way that the dating market is going out here, especially with the Gen Z girls. They're really starting to put this out into the mainstream. You see a lot of videos out here where it's just, oh, it's a skit. They're making memes of it where you got the sugar baby, the sugar daddy relationship out here. Now, you might have heard about it, and you're just like, oh, that's kind of funny. Well, the thing about it is there's truth in a lot of jokes. There's truth in a lot of my jokes. So what they're doing is they're just easing you into it. This is the new dating market, people. The new dating market is monetized. Girls out here, they want money. They are not willing to just give you access to their bodies, their precious bodies, without getting something out of that deal. Now, if you're willing to recognize that, if you're willing to play ball, then you might have a good time out here on this dating market, this newly formed dating market. But if you're still a guy out here saying, oh, I'm going to spit game and I'm going to get this girl for free, just get prepared to be hooking up with a lot of oversized and plus-size girls. You will never get a girl like this Gabby Zuniga right here without coming out of your pockets when she says, oh, daddy, can I have some monies? Now, that's what I'm saying. That's what Shannon Sharpe pretty much was doing. This kind of seems like a sugar baby, sugar daddy relationship. A lot of guys out here, they know what I'm talking about. So the everyday, not average, but the everyday working guy that's out here trying to play the field, you can get yourself into a situation like this. Now thinking, oh, I don't have that much money. Maybe I got $1,000 in my bank account. Maybe I got $200 in my bank account. Well, it does not matter, because if you piss this girl off enough, maybe you're coming up on your rise. Maybe she can see that coming up on your rise, okay? And she'll wait a couple years until you get, instead of $1,000, maybe you'll have $5,000 in your bank account. Well, that's when she can definitely go on to the attack, play kamikaze, and blow your shit up anyway. Because most likely, you're going to have more than what she does. Women out here, they're not doing as good as they say that they are. They can have, their 2-bedroom apartment with 3 kids in there, and they said that, hey, I'm single, independent, I don't need no man, knowing that they're getting child support from the baby's dad. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but all I say is, why are you going to sit up there and brag about it and say, hey, I don't need no man, when you obviously got a man funding you from the back, okay, paying that child support? Now, she might not like the situation that she's in. Maybe she get a guy that's on the come up, or he actually has something like a real sugar daddy who not only has $1,000 in his account, but he's been working hard. Maybe he has $10,000, $20,000, $50,000 in his account. Now, you might say, hey, those numbers are big, but trust me, there's guys out there that have that kind of money liquid in their account that they can pull up their Wells Fargo and be like, okay, yeah, I check, it's looking real nice right now. Now, you get a girl like that, if you don't treat her nice, you don't treat her good, and that comes into effect too. You have to do the aftercare treatment. You can't be ghosting girls. You can't just be pumping and dumping them.
Bow, 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 bow. Y'all some booty jams.
You can't just pump them and dump them and not even respond to a text that they sent to you, wondering, hey, are we going to do this again? You got to be able to let them down easy if you think you're not going to be able to do it again with this girl, because maybe you're not feeling her. If maybe she wants to go to Ulta, I call it Ultra, or she wants to, I don't know, go to the Gap, maybe go get a new pair of shoes. Maybe she's going out with her friends and she's looking square at you. Oh, I just gave this guy some booty cheeks last night.
Bow, 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 bow. Y'all some booty jams.
And he hasn't given me anything in return except for a couple text messages. Well, I think I should be able to get something out of this. I'm going to text him, since me and my girls are going out tonight, I need a new pair of heels. I'm going to text him, hit him up, see if he'll buy me these $100 pair of heels. And you can't be out here saying, nope. No, you have to go along with it, because this girl gave her precious body to you. That's what you got to realize. Now, you might say, not ho, but you might say, hey, I gave this girl my thing. She gave me her thing. I made her squirt all over the place, so it's an even exchange. Well, guess what?
Nope.
No, it's not. That's not the way she's looking at it. You might look at it like that from a guy's perspective, but from a woman's perspective, she let you inside her body. She gave her body to you. In this new dating market, you're not just going to be able to keep pumping this girl out 100 times like Shannon Sharpe did without giving her some kind of money, giving her some kind of gift, okay, helping her out in some other kind of way. Maybe she needs help with her rent. Maybe she wants those heels. I suggest you, if you're out here and you're playing the field with this new girl and you got a girl that looks good like this, get it for her. Give it to her. Help her out. That's not simping. A lot of people say, oh, you're being a simp. Guess what?
Nope.
Don't listen to those guys, because those guys probably don't have anything going on in their life, okay? You worry about yourself. You got to clean your shit up. Make sure your locker is definitely clean, because this girl, she might come back. She might be the Grim Reaper and tear your shit all apart. Now, I know that didn't make sense, but I'm thinking right on my heels right now. So that's how that can play into the average everyday guy's life that's sitting out here trying to play the field. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up this, is it an email or I'm going to pull up a video first. Should I pull up a video? I'm going to pull up the video first, I think. And let me see if I can find it. In this video right here, I didn't listen to the whole thing. But after this, I'll get into the email and I'll show you how some of this guy's points are just dead wrong. They're just dead wrong. So I'm going to let this guy take it from the top right about now.
A lot of y'all missing the whole point with this Shannon Sharpe situation. Look, it's not really about if she's wrong, if she's trying to beat him out some money or not, if he's guilty or not. I mean, I hate to see him in this situation, but that's not the point.
That is the point. That is the point because she is definitely. I just played that last video. She was trying to wait until he got this big deal. Then she wanted to strike like a Florida Lance, a pit viper. But it seems like she's gonna miss her target. He's definitely trying to fight back. They're still coming out, bringing out ammunition, but I don't want to get into the whole Shannon Sharpe thing. I just want to talk about how it affects the everyday guy. Okay.
The point is,
but it is about money.
Why did he put himself in that position?
And this is where this guy's, whatever he's doing right here, his commentary, maybe it's an argument against Shannon Sharpe. This is where it starts to tank because, yes, this is a normal, red-blooded American who he has to be in a relationship because he don't know anything about this new dating market going on out here. And I'm going to break it down. I'm going to tell you why.
See, we got to be smarter. See, a lot of people pointing the finger at her saying she tricking off, she wrong, she did. Man, look.
Well, how is she tricking off? I thought he was supposed to be the trick, right? I thought the guy's supposed to be the trick, the guy that's giving up his funds, giving up his money and everything to the girl. How's the girl the trick? That doesn't make sense.
He shouldn't have never been in that situation anyway. I mean, come on. 19 years old, 56.
And that's where it tanks right there. Now look, a lot of people see that age gap. 1956. Oh my God, he's dealing with a little child.
Nope.
Nah, she's not a little child. This girl has a LonelyFans. She's getting money off that LonelyFans. So are you going to say that she's a little child? Are you going to say that these guys are pedo? The guys that are paying her money for her OnlyFans to get access and seeing her body in all different kind of positions? Are you going to say all those guys are pedos? You can't do that. No.
Nope.
Because she's 19. If you don't know, then the age of consent, the age where you are a legal adult in the United States is 18 years old. Okay? Now, age gap dating, I'm all about age gap dating, and I've said it before. I said it in my last video. If you want to hear it, then go back and watch my last video and get to the part about age gap dating. But I think age gap dating is coming back. It's definitely a thing. They've did this ever since Julius Caesar, ever since Jesus Rice was born. They were doing age gap dating. You didn't have You didn't have 18-year-old girls getting with 18-year-old guys. Now, you might have that, but not in a serious way. Just like Pocahontas, take for example. If I'm not mistaken, Pocahontas was right around 13 years old when she got with this guy. I think maybe his name was John Smith. But when she got with him, she was right around 13 years old. This guy was like in his 30s or 40s. He was a fully grown man. Now, that kind of age gap is not cool at all. That guy definitely had a demon in him.
Demon got me.
But what this guy does not, he fails to realize, and I can see his little milk dud ass head right here. And look, if you ask the normal American guy, they might not admit it to you, but I'm going to speak for 97% of guys right now. Older guys like younger women. That's just the way it is. Now, they might not tell you that, but they like younger women. They might not be able to obtain that younger woman, but they definitely like younger women. That's how it is. It's built into your biology. I'm going to listen to what else this guy has to say, and I'm going to argue against him too. But 1956, look at what Bill Belichick is doing right now. Ex-head coach for the New England Patriots. Bill Belichick is right around the same age gap with his girlfriend from the University of North Carolina, where he actually became a head coach of their football team. He has right around the same age gap, and people are not making a big stink about that. So, you got these brothers out here saying, oh, Shannon Sharpe shouldn't have been in that situation. Well, it's not only Shannon Sharpe. It's other guys out here. Like I said, it's guys out here that want to play the field. They got the everyday guy that's out here trying to play the field and he's normal. I mean, not normal. God damn it, I keep saying normal.
Nope.
Oh, my God. I'm not editing this video. The average guy that's out here trying to play the field, he has some money in his pocket. He could be of an advanced age. He's going to want to deal with a younger girl. And you're going to see it when I get into this email. So this guy, he's just not up to date with the dating model that's going on right now.
What do you guys have in common besides sex?
Well, that's it. You don't have to have a lot of things in common. He's attracted to her. She wants something from him. So guess what? Let's make a deal, and we have one. Look, I just came from the Philippines. I'm not going to really get into everything I was doing over there. But there was a girl that I hung out with for about 5 days. And yes, she was younger than me. But this girl, we had a definite language barrier. We had a language barrier. She had a hard time speaking English. Sometimes I would have to play charades with her. I'd be like, yeah, you know that? I look like I'm crip walking and shit like that. I'd be like, hey.
Nope.
But guess what? We still managed to understand each other, even though there was a language barrier and she was significantly younger than me. Of course, legal, you know. But even with that language barrier, even though she was younger than me, we managed to have an absolute great time. I still talk to her, just text her just a second ago. So a second ago, I mean like 20 minutes ago. But yeah, so yeah, you can still have stuff in common with somebody that's younger than you. It doesn't just have to be about sex. You can have other things in common. So this guy, he's off the mark right there too.
So you just gonna continue to spend all this money tricking off with females who on Instagram or on.
And that's the problem with normal guys like this, okay? Because you can have a guy similar to me. That word tricking needs to be thrown in the garbage. Because you have white guys that's been doing this for decades. You have athletes that's been doing this for decades. When you see an athlete, just say an athlete back in the Michael Jordan days, you'll see guys out there with the baddie chicks, okay? Now, some of those baddie girls, they were, what do you call them? I forgot what you call them. Not bandwagoners. Groupies. They were groupies. Some of the girls were groupies, but a lot of those guys, when Ludacris came out with this song, I Got Hoes in Different Area Codes, those athletes, they had hoes in different area codes, but some of those girls were definitely pay for play. So even back in the day, these athletes were tricking, which I hate that word. You see a white guy back in the day pull up to a company event and you know he's single, but he pulls up with a baddie. Well, guess what? He is tricking. These guys have been doing this for decades. It's just that you've been in the fog. You don't know about it. You don't need to know about it. But this is something that's been going on under the cover of daylight and the cover of night. Guys have been doing it for years, decades. Normal, everyday guys. Just say Scott. The guy in accounting, you know he's single. He pulls up to a work party, and he's got a baddie with him. Guess what? He's probably paying for that girl, too. Probably is. Guys been doing this for decades, man. It's just really starting to come out right now. So that's how that pertains to the everyday average guy. I cannot get that saying out.
Only fans and put yourself in a position to be caught up like that.
Now, look, man, a girl's going to do what a girl does. As far as getting caught up, yeah, I think Shannon Sharpe should have go ahead and lace her palms, lace her pockets with a couple $1,000 because he's got big money, and this would have never, ever been a thing. This would have never, ever been a thing. But when you're a guy that's celebrity-wise, yeah, of course you're going to go for Instagram girls. Of course you're going to go for Instagram baddies. Guys like me, we could probably get an Instagram baddie. Yeah, we're going to have to pay up. But it is what it is. So that also can pertain to the everyday guy that's out here single, stacking his money, and he's not broke, and he's trying to get him a nice girl. Well, you're probably going to have to pay. So that pertains to the everyday guy.
It's a lot of brothers out here like that with a lot of money. I understand. You know, you can get caught up. It's a lot of great-looking females out here. But when you get older, you're supposed to mature through life lessons.
Now, this is where the guy is going to absolutely lose me right here. Well, look, he's already lost me, but this is where he really loses me.
Come on, man, let's be real. Y'all never had sex before? Y'all never had a woman with a nice body? You done did that before. And you cannot tell me you done reach 40 years old, 45, and you think it ain't no older women that's 40, 45 that still look good?
Nope.
Look, bro, look. I'm going to get into the camera for this right here, man. Look, guys that's older, I'm saying it again, guys that's older, they like younger women. That's just the way that it is. guys are not going for women that's 45. They have problems out here. They're probably seeing a psychiatrist. They probably got menopause. They got this. They got that. They got medical bills. They got school debt. They probably got a mortgage payment that's behind. They probably got a bunch of crazy stuff going on. And no, 45-year-old women do not look as good as 19-year-old women. Some guys just fail to understand this. So no, if you're an older guy, you're definitely going to be more attracted to a younger woman. That's just how it is. I guarantee you, 99.9% of guys will say that. It doesn't matter what country you're from, what region of the world you're from. It does not matter what ethnicity you are. If you are a guy that is of advanced age or just a little bit older, you're going to prefer a younger woman. It's just what it is, man. You don't want a 40, 45-year-old girl. I won't date girls my age.
Nope.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. You think you're really going to see me out at Ruth's Chris with a girl my age?
No, you're not.
Nah, it ain't happening.
Yeah, no, you're not. No, you're not.
No.
They all over the place, bro. And they educated. They got some.
Yeah, and they're educated. They can hem your ass up too because they've already been through the rigmarole. The problem with this Shannon Sharpe thing is, it seems like what I've been hearing is Shaq is behind it. I don't know how true this is. They're saying that Shaq is behind it, directing this girl or paying somebody to direct this girl to go to this high-priced lawyer and to get Shannon Sharpe, to take Shannon Sharpe down into a ball of flames. Now, that cannot actually also pertain to the average, everyday single male that's out here that's not broke and trying to get a nice-looking girl like this girl, Gabrielle, whatever her name is, Zuniga. That can also pertain to you because you could have some haters out there that might direct this girl to say, oh, well, just say that just say that he did something to you. Just say he SA'd you. You know what SA is? Actual assault. I didn't actually say it. Actual assault, okay? That's what an SA is. Maybe she'll go back to her girlfriends, okay? A couple days later, be like, you know something? I don't know. This guy's been ghosting me. The girlfriend, SA. Just say that he SA'd you. So it's things like this that can pertain to the average everyday guy too. And an old girl, she could tear your ass up too. Bring your career down and your life in a ball of flames just like this young girl did too. So with that said, I don't want to hear any more from this milk dud head guy. I cannot talk tonight. And I'm going to get into, where's it at? I'm going to get into this email. And I'm going to let you see that guys out here want younger women. I'm going to read this email. All right? You're going to see it? Live in 4K, live in OLED. OLED right up on your screen right here. Now, it says, tall sugar daddy looking for a sugar baby. Now, I'm going to read this email uninterrupted, and you tell me what you think. You tell me what you think. Normally, if you see a CEO, if I walked outside, just say if I went to Walmart or something like that, if I went to Walmart, and I seen a CEO, the guy probably be dressed in normal clothes, just like I'd probably be dressed better than him. So I would not even know that he's a CEO. So that's why I call guys like this the average everyday guys, because you would never know that they have what they have. Now check out this email. I'm a 47-year-old white male, 6'6", tall, confident, and in command. The CEO of my own thriving company. Now, he's the CEO of his own thriving company. It's not saying he's the CEO of a Fortune 500 company. So this guy, he could have $1,000 in the bank. He could have $100,000 in the bank. He could have somewhere in between. Who knows? His business, well, it says thriving, but just because it's thriving, that doesn't mean that he has a bunch of liquid assets, a bunch of liquid money. I travel all over the country, staying in the best hotels, dining at the finest restaurants, so he does have some money, and living a life most only dream about. Now I'm looking for someone irresistible to share it with. I want a woman who's sexy and ambitious and knows how to turn heads. Someone who craves excitement, craves being spoiled. That's one of the words that a sugar baby would definitely use. I want to be spoiled, meaning, can you give me some monies? And isn't afraid to flirt with luxury in return. isn't afraid to flirt with luxury. In return, I'll provide not just generous support, but unforgettable experiences, thrilling nights, and the kind of connection that leaves you breathless. I'm passionate, discreet, and know how to take care of a woman, mind, body, and soul. If you're ready to be desired, pampered, and swept away into a world of indulgence, send me a message. Tell me about your desires, and let's create something electric. Promise that I'm real, just tired of seeking BS. Would prefer somebody that lives in the continental United States in their 20s. In their what? In their 20s? On the thin side, thank you. Now, Shannon Sharpe is 56. Gabby Zuniga, or whatever the hell her name is 23. This is a wide age gap, too. He's 47. He's looking for a girl in her 20s. Now, when he says in her 20s, he's talking about 18 to 25. I guarantee you that. 18 to 25, I'll give you 2 years, maybe even 18 to 27. That's what he's looking for. That's a wide age gap, too, okay? He could be twice the girl's age and then some. Now, this is just a guy out here. He's the CEO. He's living a good life. He's got money. But I guarantee you he's not a guy that you're going to see and be like, oh, yeah, I know you. You're the CEO of your own company. Nope. You won't recognize the guy, no. But you have guys out here that is looking for girls, looking for the same thing that Shannon Sharpe is looking for, okay? So you just seen it right there, live and in living color, right in your face. Now let's see real quick. I don't know if it's going to let me do it. Let me see. I was going to try to log on to this forum. Okay, let me see. It might let me get on here. I'm not going to show that. There's pictures I can't show. Okay, let me see. There's a lot of pictures of girls on here. Okay. This is safe. Now, look, check this out. I'm on the Sugar Daddy forum right now, okay? It says right here, seeking for a sugar daddy. Hi, I'm 19. Looking for a long-term partner. Okay, guess what? She's not looking for a partner that's right around her age. Nope. Because the guy that's right around her age don't got shit. She's looking for a guy right around 35 to 56. I guarantee you that, okay? I'll pull up another one. Here's a guy looking for a kinky girl to spoil. Now, I'll pull it back up after I scroll past his picture because I don't know if it's safe. Man, they got a lot of pictures on here. That's probably not safe. Ah, man. I want to bring it. Okay, I'll just read them. Looking for a sugar daddy. Looking for a chubby, submissive sugar baby. Oh, looking for a sugar baby. So this guy's looking for a sugar baby. Seeking long-term sugar baby. So this guy's looking for a sugar baby. Where are the real sugar daddies and pay pigs? You know what a pay pig is, right? A pay pig is a guy that has an absorbent amount of money, and he might not even really meet the girl. He just might meet the girl. But what he's doing is he likes being abused. He likes the girl saying, oh, you better give me money now. I need money for this, this, and this. And he just gives the girl money. He's a pay pig, okay? That's what pretty much what a pay pig is. There's a black girl right here. Tramp, submissive ebony, seeks a fun daddy XXX. I don't know if this picture is safe, man, but it looks safe, but YouTube's kind of funny. And this girl, yeah, she looks like she's right around 19 years old. Sugar daddy seeking reward new girls. Okay, this is another girl, white girl. I can bring this up. Look at this. Looking for a sugar daddy right there. Looking for an SD. Let me blow this up a little bit. See if I can blow this up some. Looking for a sugar daddy, okay? So I'm just trying to show you that it's out here, man. If you're not ready for this, then you're not ready. That's on you. I'm ready for it. I'm outside.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Huh?
Catch me outside. How about that?
I definitely can't show that picture. Now look, check this out. This is a picture I can show. Need a nerdy gamer gal, sugar baby. Don't worry, this 18 female got you all covered. Another one. Okay, you think she's looking for somebody around her age? No.
Nope.
They ain't got nothing. She looking for a guy with monies. Can I have monies? Now, this is what y'all ain't ready for, man. Looking for a long-term sugar baby. This girl. I'm going to bring this up real quick, and then I'm going to end it. Want a taste? Want a taste? This girl's like, she look like she's right around 19 years old. Like, come on, man. It's out there. People might not be ready for it, but it's out there. This is the new dating market that we're in right now. Girls want money. They're not willing to give their body away for nothing, okay? If they're giving their body away, then they're going to want something in return. Time, money, energy, whatever. They're going to want all those things. Or if not, you can just give one, or maybe you can give two. If you have money, then you can just give them money in a little bit of time. But they're going to want something. Girls aren't out here giving their bodies away for nothing. So that's how I'm saying that, man. Shannon Sharpe's situation could definitely pertain to the average guy that's out here trying to play the field, because we're going into the sugar daddy, sugar baby, sugar baby generation, whether you like it or not. It's here and it's on the horizon. Okay, get prepared. Strap your seatbelts in. You're going to crash into the wall if you ain't ready. So make sure your airbag's deployed, you got your seatbelt on, and get ready for the sugar baby, sugar daddy shit, because it is about to run wild like the hawk. Black Suburban Dad Reviews. I'm out. Tell a friend to like the video. You like the video and subscribe and do all that good stuff, okay? I'll be back later. Peace.